going on, guys? Double A here, and today we're going to talk about improving our aim in Overwatch. Obviously, good aim is a key component to being a good FPS player, and that goes for any game. It's what sets the good players from the great players. The question is, though, how do we improve our aim? I've come up with a few things that I think will help you improve your aim and become a better player, so let's get started. To begin, make sure you check your mouse settings and set your DPI. DPI stands for dots per inch. Make sure you pick one that best works for you. There isn't necessarily a best one, but the most common ones are 400, 800, 1200, and 1600. After choosing your DPI, it's time to go into game and choose a mouse sensitivity. Again, there is no best option here, it's all about preference. Personally, I use 1200 DPI with mouse sensitivity of 3. I recommend going into some practice games and testing this out to see what you're most comfortable with. Just make sure you stick with it, that's what's important. Also, just a quick thing to keep in mind, if you click on this option here and scroll down to Widowmaker, you can change your scoped in sensitivity as well. You can adjust it however you like. I just recommend testing it out in the practice range and seeing what you're most comfortable with. So the next thing I recommend you do is practice your tracking and flicking. What is tracking? Tracking is following your target around with your mouse and trying to aim for the head. This is an example of me playing Tracer and practicing my tracking. Something you could do to try to develop this habit and learn to do it, so you can do it vertically and horizontally. Just aim for the head and keep shooting. It's a great habit to pick up and you'll become a much better player doing it. A simple and effective way to develop this skill is by simply aiming your crosshair at the enemy head and just follow it around. As you can see here, I'm doing it with Tracer. I'm just trying to aim at the bot's head and move around with it. Then you can start practicing shooting while aiming at the head. It's a great way to develop your skills. It's amazing to get the headshots, obviously, with Tracer. That's where you get your most damage. So doing this really does help. Now let's talk a little bit about flicking. Flicking is simple. It's just moving your mouse very quickly from either direction and flicking your shots onto your target. Something you see mostly on McCree. Now, some people might ask, which is better, tracking or flicking? Well, the simple answer is there isn't a better one. Again, it just depends on your preference. Personally, I think a mix of both is what's best. IDDQD, who is a professional Overwatch player, is best known for his great aim. He loves to track his targets. On the other hand, Taimu, another great professional player, who is known for his famous aim, prefers to do his flick shots. So honestly, neither one is better, it's just about improving your skill in both categories. A quick and easy way to practice your aim is to always begin your Overwatch session by hopping onto the practice range or custom game that allows you to work on your aim. It'll help you warm up before you start to play, and you'll be working on your aim at the same time. You can use the practice range and just practice tracking and flicking like I mentioned earlier. Or you could try this custom setting I like to use to work on getting headshots. As you can tell from the background gameplay, I'm using McCree in a custom game against enemy Anabots with headshot only mode enabled. This is a great way to practice and warm up before you start playing your competitive games. Ana is one of the more difficult targets to get headshots on, so it's great practice. This custom game works really well because the Anabots can't kill you due to the headshot only mode enabled. That way, you'll never have to worry about dying, and you just work on hitting your shots. You can do this with any hero that you want to practice your aim with, such as McCree, Soldier, Widow, or even Tracer. I'll show you how to set it up real quick. Alright, setting this up is really easy. All you gotta do is go ahead and head over to the arcade. From here, you want to select Create Game, and once you get to this menu, you want to go ahead and select Settings. From here, go ahead and click on Modes. Here you want to select Skirmish, enable it. Then, go ahead and select what map you'd like to choose. It can be any map, it really doesn't matter what map you choose, so feel free to select any that you'd like. Finally, after selecting whatever map you like, go ahead and select the Heroes option, and then click on General. From here, you want to switch the last option to Headshot Only On, and then you're ready to go. Now, what you need to do is just add the AI. For the AI, go ahead and select Ana as the hero, switch it to Team 2, choose the amount of bots you'd like to go against, and then select your difficulty. Personally, I'd recommend starting with easy, then working your way up, but that's all there is to it. Very simple. That's going to do it for us here today, guys. I hope it helps you out. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like down below. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.